He just trotted around with it like it was this magical, beautiful treasure. Oliver became container cat this one evening. I looked down and he was walking across the house with the container in his mouth. And at first I was kind of shocked, and now he does it all the time. He was biting it so hard. He's like running full speed with the container. I think he got it off the shelf. He was somewhere he wasn't supposed to be getting into things, as he does.
These quirks of his personality have really shown us how far Oliver has come.
Oliver was sitting under a bush just by himself in my neighborhood, and I just swooped him up. His eyes were almost glued shut, so I was on the clock just bottle feeding him. But weeks after Oliver got really ill, I decided to put him in my shirt and give him skin-to-skin contact like you would a newborn baby. A couple hours later, his fever broke. I just knew he was supposed to be my cat. It was just this feeling of, we did this. It took him 3 days to start being a maniac. He would climb in and out of the blinds. He would fling himself off the couch all night long. Oliver from day one took to the dogs because the dogs were obsessed with him because he was so tiny and crazy. Then as he got older, he started to realize I'm also a cat. My cats were just not having that. They will hiss at him. Other animals don't really like him either. My little sister has birds, and the poor birds were stressed.
Even though he gets along with the dogs, he never quite found one buddy or best friend. So when he found the Tupperware, it was as if he finally found his companion. But Oliver would steal that container every night, and I needed that Tupperware for myself. So we decided to get him a surprise.
Oliver, we have something. Would you like to open it?
There was almost 20 new containers.
This cat is truly living his best life.
He sniffed every single one individually, and then he just immediately went into the big box and sat in it. So I opened each one, and that's when it really started to hit him that he was gonna get to play with these containers. He started putting his paws in them, and then I put some toys and some. And then my one cat walked up and was trying to play with him, and he was just swatting her in the face. And he played with those containers on the floor for 2 hours. There's tiny little itty bitty ones. Those were his favorite. We just are the weird family with containers on our floor. I honestly think that some part of him knew that he was being taken care of. Once he realized that he was no longer suffering, he was just like, oh, this is my family, and all hell broke loose. And I'm like, you deserve this. So now he's container cat.